Hello everyone and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Last time out we staved our execution. We actually, I guess, proved something. And oh well, we at least put doubt into people's mind who was the mystery woman who put the stuff in, who put the poison in the cup. But I think that's the one thing we've clarified, that a woman did do that. Has a thing for waitresses. Oh boy. Right. Anyway. Have I warmed up my vocal cords this morning? Probably not. Let's find out.
So, how do you think the trial went this morning?
How do you think it went?
Got a bit crazy in there. I just wonder if that killed our chances.
Yeah, I guess it did get out of hand. Mr. Kudo's testimony did nothing to help us. Plus, now we don't even know the identity of the waitress who laced the coffee.
All we know is what Mr. Kudo saw. The apron, straps, and the ribbon.
That hound. And the victim was wearing an earpiece when his eardrum was ruptured. Well, I guess we got that far.
Talk about a terrifying case of contradictionitis.
Time to play doctor and find ourselves a cure then, huh?
Yeah. We gotta find one for Maggie or she's gonna have a terminal case of guilty.
Haha! Okay, what do we do, Maya? Well, I'm officially at a loss as to where to start. Always a nice thing to hear from your attorney when he's defending you.
Yeah, me too. Let's try brainstorming. You go first.
I guess we should try to put Mr. Kudo's testimony to some sort of use.
Yeah, that's true.
And we need to figure out the identity of the waitress who the victim really was. Somehow, I think the key to this case has got to be a Tribulation.
Well then, let's get back there and check it out again. Oh, we should drop in on Maggie and see how she's doing too.
Okay, well, Tribulation, Thingy Center, got it. So, anything on your mind?
Actually, there is something.
Hmm?
I was wondering about Zinnia. You know, what he's like and stuff.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that guy. The false Phoenix. God damn it. I oughta beat you so hard it'll feel like you've been smooching the express train. Hey, Phoenix Wright? You're saying you Phoenix Wright? Cause I'm Phoenix Wright. The one and only. You gotta give me time to remember how to do Joey Wheeler from Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll get there. I'll swear I'll get there. Actually, I've learned a little something about my doppelganger.
Huh? You did? What you find out?
Oh yeah, Maya was working at the restaurant when I ran into Don Bonet. Let's just say he was such a terrible version of me that I wanted to sue for defamation. I mean, gotta admit, the guy has some amount of style. I don't know how he got the thing over his eye, but the man's got style. What's this guy's story anyway? What does he have to gain by impersonating me? Okay. Well, criminal department, I guess we'll start here. Yeah. And we'll work our way to the detention center. See how Gummy's doing.
Looks like Gumshoe's not here.
Never mind that. What's going on? Feels different in here somehow.
You think?
Yeah, seems everyone's on edge. What are you doing? Call in the officers for the briefing, quick. Can't you shut down that the station's server? Chief, quit playing on the internet.
But my email pen. My email pen pal.
1337 A's and Princes? Save it for later. I'm turning it off now.
No!
I don't know what voice I gave the chief last time. I know it wasn't that. But I felt like he's a balding guy and he's talking about pen pals. Although, you probably should keep a pen pal. Well, you could probably just talk to each other over text now, but you know what I mean. Try to keep connected, everybody.
Everyone's keeping busy in here, huh?
Keeping busy? More like panicking, if you ask me. Something's going on, something big. Talk to the chief, he'll ride it out. This must be the chief of the detectives here. Looks lost now that the power to his computer has been cut.
Oh well. I guess I'll just have to write her a real letter instead of an email.
Alternatively, you could write up some reports. Just a suggestion. No, I'm not doing it again.
Dear 1337 as in Prince. How are you? I'm okay. How was the show last night?
I regret this voice instantly.
Wow, what an awesome job. Maybe I should send a resume and become chief.
Well, you never know. It's amazing how people can actually earn money. I mean, I always say work smarter, not harder. Although to be fair, there's a fine line between both. But hey, if you work smarter, you know, don't have to work as hard. I guess Maggie's still in questioning.
But we've got questions to ask her too. Maggie!
Keep it down, Maya. This isn't a playground, you know. Okay, well, I guess we're out of things. I guess we should go on to Trebian. Trebian? Brilliant. I have to do my French accent again.
Empty as usual.
Yeah, and it's lunchtime too. Who could this be? That's it. Come on. Hey, that sounds like, the problem is I don't know who's coming up next. So I couldn't tell you what voice to do. I mean, the only plus out of me not doing the voice is you can actually tell that I am trying to work my way through this. Ah, I should have guessed right. I knew it was Gumshoe. Now just call an 8, pal. Come on, I know you. Come on, I know you can.
He's getting really worked up about something.
No, that's the wrong number. Looks like an 8 would have only netted me $5 anyway. What a ripoff.
What's the problem, Detective Gumshoe?
Eh? Ah, shoo. I, well, I was just listening to the radio, pal. To the radio?
Hey, Detective Gumshoe's having lunch here.
He is, and he's having the twin tea set. What can I say? That you know, needlessly spending your money? Frivolously? Why is it where I should just start streaming? I always seem to be yawning. I'll be up for hours, and then I'll be talking, and not yawn once, and then all of a sudden, start just going on a yawning fit. I wonder what it is that actually gets me in the... Is it just because I'm in the chair? I'm not standing up? I have looked at a standing desk, but I think that'll be that'll be in the long-term future. Yeah, this is a nightmare. How am I supposed to look Maggie in the eye now, pal?
You really drove her into a corner, you know.
You always blow apart my testimony. Why of all days didn't you do it today? Sorry, there just weren't any holes in it, for once.
Yeah, what happened? Usually your testimonies are like Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese? Would he have preferred crumbly aged parmesan? Anyway, I was just thinking about why did they go for parmesan cheese? Not like something that, you know, I don't know. More... I mean, when I think of parmesan cheese, I'm thinking of the stuff you put on, you know. I like me some Italian food, so when I use the parmesan cheese, it's sprinkling it on the top of my pasta, you know. And none of that powdered cheese stuff. No. This is proper. We go for the proper stuff here. The true, you know, the true Italian way of doing it. The true hand motion. You know what hand motion I'm getting at when I mean the Italian hand motion. That. Anyway, this case has already been ruled on. There shouldn't be any holes left to find. Hey, so, did Maggie say anything about you? Say anything to you? About me, I mean.
Well, how did she put it again? Can't believe Detective Gumshoe. Hate him, sir, I mean it. Don't even want to see him again. Something like that.
Where? Where?
Please, Detective Gumshoe, I didn't mean...
Why? Why is this happening?
He's banging his head against the wall, Nick.
Oh man, Paul Gumshoe. I mean, you know, no sense, no feeling. It's not gonna be a problem. Again with the yawning. I have no idea why it only happens here. So, did you like the twin tea set? I've never paid that much money for lunch before. I was nervous, my hands were shaking.
So, how did it taste?
Well, 20 bucks, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, really. It was, delicate.
Delicate?
You mean you liked it? It didn't taste bad to you? What's the matter?
What's the matter with him?
Looks like he's thinking. Yeah, that's it. I've never been trying to think of the right word to describe the taste. I just realized it's bad. That's it. It tasted bad. It's just kind of hard to admit to yourself when you paid 20 bucks for it, you know? Hey, we've all had expensive purchases that have backfired. Me included. Usually on clothes that I never really wear. Or a game that sucks. But I don't do that anymore because I don't buy games on release. Oh, I rarely do unless... You know, like I said, the last game I bought on release is probably Scarlet and Violet, and I haven't played it yet. I got past the first gym and just couldn't be bothered playing more of it. I'll get there someday. You'll notice I haven't critiqued it yet. I only critique games that I've either seen enough of, or like I said with the Suicide Squad, I just don't like that game's story at all. And it's riddled with plot holes, but I can't comment on the combat, so I won't comment on the combat. But anyway, you should have found out. After you had finished eating. Why am I yawning all the time? I have no idea. Like, that's free in about what, the space of 10 minutes.
Hey, Nick, maybe that's why Glenn came here. Maybe he heard about the super fierce twin tea set.
If by fierce you mean fearsome, speaking of Glen Elk, that reminds me. We still hardly know anything about the guy.
Why don't we ask Detective Gumshoe what he knows, seeing as he's here?
Maybe he's remembered what MC Bomber is. God damn it. Again. I keep yawning. I swear I'm not tired at all. I've been up for hours.
So, what were you all excited about earlier?
Huh? Oh, hey? That's right, you said you were listening to the radio or something. Oh, that was nothing. I wasn't excited.
Come on, Detective Gumshoe. You can tell little old me, what were you listening to?
Nothing really. It was just, some daily exercise show. That's a lie. A damn lie. What the? A Cyclock? Yeah, this lunch specials lobster sure is great.
And why are there tears in your eyes?
Okay, I think we may as well have a punt, and we may get lucky.
Come on, Detective, you can tell us what you're listening on to that show.
I already told you it was the weather forecast, pal. Didn't you say it was the exercise program? Okay. Magatama time. There's nothing really. Even if it's nothing, the fact that he's still hiding it makes me really want to know. Okay, present the magical number 9. It's bigger than your 8 pal that you needed, so you better get ready. Alright, Detective Gumshoe, tell me the truth. What were you listening to? No way, pal. Now that you made a big thing out of it, I'm not gonna tell you. We'll see about that, pal. Considering all the noise that you were making while you were listening, it's pretty clear what kind of radio program it was. I'd say it's related to... job listings. He's getting a new job. Yeah? I mean, the only thing that we've seen from this is the lottery ticket, so I assumed it would be that. I'm right, aren't I? You were listening to the lottery results, weren't you? You thought you'd try to win big, just like Glen Elk did. It's like you can see right through me. Huh? I've cracked him already? See, pal, that's why I said it was nothing. I mean, can he see the Magatama, or is that just a sort of subliminal thing for me? Okay. I hate yawning. Love it. It's great. Nah, hate it. Hate it, and I keep doing it for some reason. I'm usually pretty lucky, so I figured I'd give it a try. What's with everyone in the lottery? I mean, for the record, if you put into the lottery, I mean, if it's for a good cause, fair play. You know, say like the health lottery or something, I don't know. Someone that, you know, benefiting a hospice or something like that, or a charity, fair play. But if you're just betting on the lottery, you're an idiot. Because mathematically speaking, you've got one in... I believe in in high school, me and the maths teacher actually we were bored one lesson, and we just put it up on the board and actually worked out how likely it is that from one ticket that you can win the lottery, and I think it was something in 1 million, 1.3 million or something like that. Which, you know, 1 out of 1.3 million is kind of small, and this was just the national lottery, let alone something like international, like the Euro lottery or something like that. It's even more people entering. But you know, it all depends on the numbers you get. So if you buy like I think it's like 1 to 50 numbers, so you have to get 1 to 50, 1 to 49, 1 to 30. So, you know, something like that. So many numbers. Basically, what I'm trying to get is don't waste your money on the lottery unless it's for a good cause, and then, you know, give your money to charity. But otherwise, don't waste your money and just save it. You'll probably save more money just by saving that, like, say that whatever money a lottery ticket costs per week. Perhaps you buy yourself something at the end of the year. But anyway. I mean, yay, you can do what you want. But you know, if you do, you're a bit of an idiot. Because you can't do maths.
So, how did it go?
Yeah, I won 50 cents. Better be to win nothing at all than half a lousy buck. I was so mad. Yeah, I know the feeling. I bought the same kind of ticket as Mr. Alex, see? They've got this special radio show where they announce the winning numbers. They even do the drawings live on the air. It's intense, pal. Well, you gotta, you know, get those numbers up.
Bet that's what Mr. Elk was listening to on the day he was killed.
You think? Yeah. What time is it now? It's just after 1:30. Lottery results are always broadcast at the same time? Yeah. Look, I got this flyer when I bought the ticket.
Millionaire radio? That sounds cool. I want to try it, Nick.
Well, waste your own money, Maya. There you go. And buy a ticket. With your own money. Okay, and anything else we need to talk about? Present something, maybe? I guess we could ask about Glenelg, since you seem to want to poke me about it. This guy was a real programming genius. They called him the walking computer at the place where he worked.
What happened when he crashes, though? Does he just stop moving all of a sudden?
Uh, wasn't literally a computer, Maya. Anyway, there's nothing between Maggie and the victim. Yeah, that's what we found yesterday, too.
Hey, Detective Gumshoe, don't you have any information that's a bit more fun?
Yeah, fun, Oh, I know. So have you paid a visit to where Mr. Alex worked yet? You might as well.
His workplace? Where's that?
A computer firm called Blue Screens Incorporated, or something like that.
Sounds like a real stable company. This could be fun, Nick. Let's go.
Computers aren't really my thing, Maya.
We'll be fine. I know all about the high-tech stuff.
I wonder about that. Just around the corner from this joint. You should take a look. A computer firm called Blue Screens Incorporated, huh? Right. Maybe ask about Maggie before we leave, I don't know. Maggie's probably crying all alone right now, huh?
Yeah, thanks to you.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Maya, don't torch Paul Gumshoe's feelings like that. Like the cups of cheap creme brulee.
You're really crazy about Maggie, aren't you?
No, I'm just, it's not that I, you don't have to hide it, Gumshoe. Pretty obvious.
Yeah, you're way too plain looking for Maggie, right?
I'd arrest you right now if you weren't so right. Oh, poor Gumshoe. I thought that might open up some dialogue. Doesn't really matter. Go into the kitchen maybe? See if there's anything in here before we leave.
Huh? Mr. Armstrong's talking to someone.
Oh. Well, she has a very big forehead, now that I'm looking at it.
I'll be back next month. Oh, oui, naturellement, I'll be waiting for you. If you haven't got it by then, I'm afraid it might get a little hot around here. No, I will have everything ready, I promise. I love fire, you know. The way it crackles. No, stop it, I beg of you. And don't let me down. I'll be watching you. Mais non. This is not necessary. You can trust me, mademoiselle.
Oh, sorry, no. Okay, my voice is mixed up.
Talk to anyone. And I'll drive a knife right through your heart. No, you do not have to worry. Don't you worry far too much. Maybe this will help you relax. It is la oil of sandalwood. I do love raw meat from time to time. He, he. Ah. I'll be taking my leave. Goodbye. For now.
Oh, she seems like a hoot and a half.
I have the shivers. I rub some of my oil all over my body before I become the nervous wreck. Oh, oui, that feels good.
Ugh.
Oh la la, excusez-moi, monsieur.
My eyes! My eyes! I've seen an incredible man rub oil on himself. It's not the type of videos I'm into.
Your eyes. If you have trouble with your eyes, you need this. La oil of sandalwood.
Isn't this just the leftovers of what you were just using? I'm terrified of him. You don't exactly have many customers, do you, Mr. Armstrong?
No, you are right, monsieur. But perhaps that is a perfect time for you to visit me, no? That way I can give you my undivided attention and cook you for you la dish supreme.
Putting on a brave face, huh?
That's what girls do, Nick. But you are right. Business is very difficult these days. Perhaps the name is la problem. People do not understand it. People think it is Trey. I just want people to think my restaurant was exclusive.
But they think you just serve fast food on cheap plastic trays?
Nick, that's the kind of thing that can make a girl cry.
Have you forgotten that Mr. Armstrong is a man, Maya? Phoenix laying down the law.
But this restaurant is my life. It is everything to me. I will defend it to la finale. No one will take it from me.
Would you kill for it? So, who was the woman that you were just talking to?
Oh la la, you saw that.
Well, yeah, sorry.
So, who was she? She looked so polite and graceful.
And had like an alien forehead.
Polite? Graceful? And she likes raw meat and fires, right?
My kind of chick. You know, take it to a proper barbecue and thing. Get a grill going. Oh, I can't wait for summer. I love barbecuing some meat. Hey, you can like doing that. Get some like if you're doing some fish, get some like smoked salmon. Ah, brilliant. I am a vegan's worst nightmare. I'm a sucker for meat. I had some like I cooked the other day some like chops with some Mediterranean sauce that I made on it. Beautiful. Oh, I grilled them. It was splendid. I am a very good cook when it comes to like Italian, so like stuff like making pasta sauces. I'm okay at making pizza. I'm not brilliant at it's the dough that I like, the actual putting the stuff on and making things taste well. I can do that, but like with combinations. But like when it actually comes to, like, the kneading of the dough and getting all that stringy, I could do better. And then I'm really good when it comes to cooking meat and getting it just right, so it's really tender. Like we all have our things of how we want our steak done. I'm personally a medium rare kind of guy. I don't understand people who cook it well done unless they just. I might cook a steak well done only for the first time when I'm really not certain about how fast the steak cooks, or if I'm working with new equipment, just to make sure I cook it thoroughly, to make sure it tastes nice first time around, and then I'll cut back and be like, okay, and we'll cook it medium rare, we'll see how it tastes there, and then we'll start, I'll start getting my my spices out and my herbs and all my other stuff to make it cook better, to make it taste better. I am truly I'm obviously not a chef level, but for a person who's doing it as a hobby, I enjoy it, and I'd like to think of myself as decent. Okay, and we just seen this, so we don't have to go over it again. Now that I think about it, hey Maya, I think it's pretty clear what kind of conversation they were having.
You think so? Well, then let's show him that piece of evidence and see what happens.
Piece of evidence? Have I got evidence that backs up that he's massively in debt? Ah.
So long as that paper exists, I am but a delightful angel with all our broken wings. An angel, huh? Doesn't bode well when you think about it. Oui, they kept harassing me for month after month.
Well, you know, when you owe $500,000, the people tend to do that. You know, that's a lot of money.
In the end, I had to give in. I agreed to help them. Help them with what? Maybe on sure. If I did not owe them the money, I would have refused. But my hands were tied. Please, what did you...
Please, even I'm going French now. What did you agree to help them with?
No, I cannot say. I tell you that woman, she will slice me up and eat me with the salad garnish.
Ooh, I hope it doesn't mean that you will literally be sliced up and served with garnish. I think he'd be too chewy. He's kind of buff. I guess I'm going to have... I'm going to guess that woman had something to do with your loan contract, am I right?
Ah. Please, Mr. Armstrong, tell us about that woman.
You will tell us about the woman. The woman who was here, I take it she's,
Why has it come to this? What a tragedy. Suddenly I found myself so deep in la debt. It is a sign of the bad world we live in, huh?
No, I'd just say it's a sign that you kinda suck at finances. No, I'd say it's more of a sign of the bad culinary skills. Hey, you can be a bad chef and not lose $500,000. I understand a restaurant, obviously setting up a restaurant would cost a lot of money. But $500,000, 500 grand. You know, you could probably do it for half that. And that includes buying the sodding place. Because obviously that's the biggest expense. You'd assume anyway. You know, the actual buying of the actual place you were using.
The woman who was here, the scary woman, she is from the loan office.
Loan office? Is that where you borrowed $500,000 from?
Oui, tender lender it is called. Catchy name, just hearing it makes me want to borrow some money. Please, you must not borrow from them. If you must, no more than $10.
$10? It sounds like your whole monthly stipend? I've never heard that. Actually, I might have seen that word before, but I don't remember seeing it or ever. It's been a long time anyway since I've seen that. It's a very, you know, uncommon word. Stipend? I'm gonna have a look at what it means.
Hey, I get a bit more than that, thank you very much.
Maya, how are you getting paid since sadly your parents are dead? And, you know, your other parental figure, I guess, is in jail in terms of Morgan. So how the hell are you getting paid? Is it like an allowance thing? Like, you know, your mom and dad's bank account? You just get it dripped into you every so often? So, anyway, enough about the lending of money. So,
Tender lender.
oh, so Tender Lender is the loan office you borrowed $500,000 from, huh? How do you borrow $500,000? Unless it's for, you know, something that you actually, you know, if it's a company sort of thing, like, I can see you taking a loan of $500,000. But, you know, to have that, you've got to have, like, some credit in the bank. Like, you've got to be a rich, you know, you've got to be a rich MFer to be able to where a bank's like, yeah, we feel confident about getting this $500,000 back.
I wonder if they've got anything to do with this case.
Oh, I believe they do, Maya. I believe they do.
I'm a weak woman. When I am upset, I have to buy something nice to cheer me up.
I've done it. We all have moments of weakness. You just have to, you know, those moments of weakness just happen to coincide with sometimes looking on eBay for certain obscure items that I need. You know, it happens, okay? Shush.
Thanks to him loaning me the money, I have to pay back $500,000 now. I am like a slave. I have to do this. I have to do everything that he tells me. Who is he? Who's this he? La tiger. The tiger?
Well, shouldn't it be La Tigre? I'm pretty sure Tigre is French for tiger. That might be a bit... I mean, I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
Oui, he is la manager of la Tenderlander.
Again, yawning. God damn it.
A terrifying man. La big city mobster. When he shouts at me, my knees are trembling and his voice is ringing in my ears for 3 days. As soon as I hear the noise of the patadol scooter he rides, I start to cry.
A big city mobster who rides a battered old scooter? Does this guy resemble me by any chance?
Oh, no, no, no. This man has a presence, a most formidable personality. Although, he does have la spiky hair just like you.
Wait, there is a resemblance. Going to my German.
Oui, there is a resemblance here, I suppose.
Sounds like this loan office is worth checking out after all.
If you want to visit the Tenderlander, it is just beyond Vitamin Square. Hey Nick, if you need money, I can loan you some, as long as it's less than $3.
Thanks for the offer. Just beyond Vitamin Square, huh? I mean, to be fair to Nick, it's not like, he's, you know, he's under any financial stress. I mean, technically, by all accounts, I think he lives in that office, so I think he's okay. Well, I'm gonna head back to the precinct now. We got a big meeting starting in a bit.
About Maggie's case, you mean?
No, that's pretty much wrapped up by now. There's another big case going down at the moment, and she's been pushed aside.
Okay, well, see you later then.
Yeah, bye. I miss Gumshoe. I mean, I know they're, oh, never mind, just came back. I'll finish my thought later. You better get going, detective, or you'll be late. Actually, I kinda got a favor to ask, pal. A big one. A favor? Yeah, it's, from Maggie, actually. I was kinda hoping, you'd give this to her from me.
What is it?
It's a lunchbox, I got up early so I could make it. I've been real worried about her, and she looks like she'd lost a lot of weight.
Detective Gumshoe. How many weenies are in here? There's not a person on earth who could down this much meat.
Refuse to make an innuendo or a double entendre. Come on, you can be an adult about this. You've got it. Okay, I've got this. Yeah. You think I... God damn it, God. No. I didn't even get to saying it and I'm reading it and it says... God. No. Be an adult. Do not make dick jokes. You can do this. Okay. Hey, you think? I love weenies. I can't get enough of their tender juiciness. That is a phrase that this game made me speak. And will forever be denoted online. Forever. I'm worried. Yeah, so you give it to her? It took me ages to make this, so you will, pal. Can't exactly say no, can I? Gumshoe's lunchbox given to Maya to carry.
Maybe I'll eat it myself if I get hungry.
Yeah, don't forget, okay? I'm counting on you to give this to Maggie. He's finally gone. And with that, I suggest we leave and go to the detention center. I mean, we could go to Vitamin Square or Blue Screen Zinc. Sorry, I was just looking at what the guys were doing there. I guess we'll start with the detention center and see if Maggie's there, but she is not. So let's go to Vitamin Square and let's go to Delenda, I guess. Oh, hang on, Tigray might be here.
I don't see any sign of Mr. Kudo, do you?
Maybe he went to buy another ton of bird seeds. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't be here anyway, at least not for now. Besides, there are any more seeds today and I'm liable to turn into a real phoenix. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anybody here. The birds seem to be in a different position from yesterday. Okay, and here we go.
This place gives off a really strange vibe, doesn't it?
Looks like the tiger isn't in his lair. And that is, as they say, a very good thing.
Welcome.
Ooh. I mean, what do you want me to do? A gulp? Oh, there you go. There's my gulp. Talk about a creepy voice. Makes your soul want to shrivel up and die.
You're here to discuss a loan?
You know, if you didn't have like a 5-head and, you know, the copious amounts of bandages on that 5-head, you wouldn't be half bad. Apart from the fact you dress like a schoolgirl, which worries me about your age. Uh, no, not exactly.
The manager is away at the moment. Wait quietly, please. She's gone, just like that?
I guess we'll just have to come back another time.
This is the perfect opportunity, Nick. This place reeks of suspicion. Come on, Nick. Let's take a look around, okay?
You think it'd be okay?
Of course. Coffee? Ah! I'll leave it here for you to enjoy. Quietly.
Yes, thank you.
Do not touch the desk, please.
Oh, she seems like she seems to be an absolute delight.
Nick, let's get out of here.
No, she wants to get out of here. I think I'll take an examine first.
What's this?
It's a punching bag.
What? No way. You wouldn't catch me walking around with a bag like that.
What do you mean walking around?
The design's gross to start with, and it's way too heavy to be practical. That's why it's called a punching bag. Don't people know messenger bags are in? I knew it. I was right before, back at Tribulations. Paris fashion is more my thing.
I really hope she's pulling my chain on this one. Haha, get it? Because, nah, man, I don't think they actually meant that one. Right, okay, and we'll just have to check out the back room. Win through compromise.
Wonder what that's supposed to mean.
Must mean something if they took the trouble to frame it like that.
Yeah, well, it doesn't make any sense to me. That... Ah! That's Tender Lender's guiding principle. Oh? Compromise the customer to win. Oh, I see. How about you, Nick?
Well, as long as we don't compromise, as long as we don't have to compromise my hair, I'd say we're okay. That's one slogan no business owner should ever explain to their customers. Okay. What is the big giant head?
Let's see. This giant round doll thing is called a Daruma, I think. I figured I'd read a book or two to be more cultured in case you're wondering.
You mean you aren't making stuff up for a change?
Heh. I bet you also didn't know no matter what, he'll always write himself. Go on, Nick. Give him a good shove.
Only if I feel like dying.
Now this yellow thing, this is a Japanese chess piece. I think it's a king. Not that I'm an expert or anything. I'm more of a reversey person, you know?
I have no idea what that is. She knows what she's talking about. These aren't exactly your typical mobster wannabe items. They're not trophies, are they? Oh. How many times am I gonna have to force a gulp in this episode?
Hey, there's a piece of paper sticking out from under here.
What is it? A repair bill? Looks like he did some repair work on his car. Does he even have one? 15,000? God damn it, yawning. 15,000 to replace a bumper and a light? That's insane.
The car is registered to the Catavirinis.
Huh? So that's not even the Tiger's car? Why would someone else's repair bill be in the Tiger's office? Clue. And theft. Okay, so we've got the Phoenix attire, we've got the Ric Flair attire, and we've got the Beetlejuice attire. Or at least that's what I'm getting from this anyway.
Hey, look at this Parisian style coat. It's so chic.
Looks more like a pimp coat to me, but I guess I haven't got an eye for fashion.
Hey, look at this.
Well, I mean, it's a bathrobe.
The suit is the same color as the one you wear, Nick.
Ah, the same color as my suit, huh? Keep your voice down, Maya.
Nick, you've got to take a look at this. Some cake? Huh? I'll just leave it here for you. Yeah, sure. Thanks. Just wait here quietly. Otherwise. Sure. You hear that, Nick? Wait quietly, she said.
Yep, yeah, sure. Whatever you say.
I have my eye on you, only so I can take care of you. Understand?
Well, she seems terrifying.
I'm scared, Nick.
Oh yeah, also a stipend or a stipend. I'm still trying to find how to say it in terms of phonetically. A fixed and regular payment such as a salary for services rendered or an allowance. Can I get a word? Think of that, of how it's said, maybe? Please, dictionary. So, stipend. Okay. I guess it's that. Okay, fair enough. A word we'll never hear probably again in my lifetime. Or very occasionally at most.
I'm scared, Nick.
Oh yeah, I had to look up reversey as well, didn't I? To work out what that is. So what were you getting so excited about before?
Look on the lapel of his suit.
That's an attorney's badge.
Is the tiger a lawyer?
Really? Are we really gonna give this any more than 2 seconds credit? No way! Look at that thing, it's made of paper. I mean, the fact we're actually adding into the court record worries me greatly.
For some reason, your badge suddenly looks really cheap to me, Nick.
Why doesn't anyone recognize an obviously fake badge when they see one? Details, man, details. I mean, look at it. See the difference, ladies and gentlemen? I don't. Right, okay, now what else is here? We've got the desk and we've got this on the floor. I guess we'll, wait to touch the desk.
Oh no, someone's dropped the ashtray on the floor. It's gonna be a nightmare to clean up.
Yeah, it's all over the rug and everything.
I accidentally knocked over a really big space heater once. Cleaning up was such a pain. It was one of those super antiques where you have to burn a ton of charcoal.
How did she manage to knock one of those things over? Aren't they supposed to be super heavy? Just tackled into it.
Oh hey, there's a book of matches here too.
Matches, huh? Places don't give out those nowadays. Wait a second.
What is it?
I wish that way. I won't mind people giving out those matches. It's a nice little thing to give away, I guess. You know, you need some stuff. Look what it's printed on the cover. It says Tribulations. Ah, nobody on. These matches could come in handy. We might be able to use them?
Yeah, the pilot light for the office boiler keeps going out.
Swing and a miss, Maya. Swing and a miss. I was gonna say, I think Phoenix can actually afford a boiler in his place. I'd hope, at least. That's one impressive desk on one impressive rug.
It's solid gold, Nick. Gold. Just look at that shine. Only real gold shines like that.
Would you really want such a shiny desk, though?
I don't know, but let's see what it's like to sit at a solid gold desk. Wow, I'm completely dazzled.
That's because it's completely dazzling.
I can see my nose in the reflection. That's gotta be really distracting.
The desk isn't practical. No surprise there. It's not the most outlandish desk we've seen. I mean, we saw the thingy desk in what was his name? Red White? In the first proper case we had. So, you know, that had himself, like, as some muscular Adonis lifting up his own table. And the world, I believe, from what I remember. So, you know, as far as practical tables go, or impractical tables go, it's on the list, but it ain't at the top. Okay, and I guess we should check out what's in the CD player. There's a CD player on the desk, but the desk is so loud it's a wonder you can hear it.
The lid's open. I wonder what kind of music the tiger's into. Have you finished the coffee? Ah!
Yes, thanks. It was lovely.
So, you drank it all?
Oh.
If you touch anything else that doesn't belong to you, there's always another cup.
That coffee, it was laced with something? I'm almost sure of it.
Nick, my stomach, it's killing me. Oh wait, maybe it was just the burger I ate for breakfast.
I sure hope so. We better take a look at this CD while we're still alive and have the chance. What the?
What, it's not the Rocco soundtrack, is it? The Claw of the Tiger?
Haha. Can't say his name. It's a demo CD. The artist's name has been handwritten on the disc in pen. MC Bomber.
What?
This must be the CD Maggie told us about.
Listen to it, I bet it's heavy metal.
I doubt someone called MC is probably going to be he's going to be using heavy metal. Although they might have it, I don't know. Metal and rap, I mean, it technically has been tried before. It's not terrible, I won't be against it, but I won't be for it either. Because I don't really particularly like a lot of modern rap. But that's me. I like more the 90s, the 80s and 90s rap. I don't know. Just the more classical hip hop does me fine. No way. That woman will make us drink more coffee if we do. Oh, here he comes. Roar. I'm not putting in the effort. He's not doing so. Oh, the game's not going to give me that sound effect. I'm not going to put in that effort to do it. Come on out from under the desk, Maya. Okay. Yeah. Yug. Joey Wheeler. What you two spooning around in my office for? Nothing. My precious carpet. You's got ash on my rug. You's gonna wish your ugly feet never came through my door. It wasn't us. It was already like that. You's wanna argue that with me? Is that what you's doing? You think yous can take me on? I'm gonna flatten yous two into pancakes and turn yous into my new rugs. Huh?
Oh. Don Tigre? You're back.
Oh, that voice. It's like evil seeping into your head through your ears. Hey, she might have a nice voice. Might just be the way she's coming off.
I'm sorry, Don Tigre. I knocked over that ashtray earlier. And...
Eek. She got a death wish or what? Oh, right. Huh? Yeah, forget about it, Violetta. It's nothing. Wait, what? I ain't gonna get mad at you. You're too cute, you hear? That's so unfair.
Here. Have some cookies. I just baked them.
See? Nice person.
And you'll need some strong espresso while you're discussing your loan.
Raw. Yeah, Phoenix, right? Yes? You was either crazy or just plain stupid to chase after me. I worked so hard, but now you's gotta come and mess up my plan. So it was him. He's my phony. I'm surprised he came out and admitted it. But I don't care. No one gets in my way. What? I mean, excuse me? You should have left with your little girl at home, right? I have a few things to...
Yeah.
No questions. This is the last time we meet. Wait, please.
That was pretty weak, Nick. You waited until he was out of earshot before you shouted him.
Like you want to talk. I didn't hear you scream, hold it either.
The espresso. Ah. And cookies.
This woman is definitely not good for my heart. Now, what was it the tiger called her? Violetta? Hello there. So, I'm kind of curious about your company, Tender Lender.
With the warm and friendly atmosphere you'll expect from a family-sized business. A conscientious rate of interest. And an attractive repayment policy.
Why do I get the feeling this sentence is not going to end well?
We will tenderly lend you that little bit extra here at Tender Lender. Hey Nick, things are a bit tight for Wright & Co. at the moment, aren't they? I mean, there's that $500 you owe me for the card game from a card game for starters. Why don't you take out a loan?
I think I'll be fine. Would I like to take out a loan from this place? A place like this? Not so much.
Pretend the lender is on your side.
So, let's say I'm late with my repayment. What happens then?
We'd give you more coffee. Strong coffee.
Right. I think I'd better skip town. I think I'd rather skip town.
Hey, just remember I can make strong coffee too, Nick. Strong tea as well.
Okay. Good to know, Maya. Good to know you're going to be lacing my coffee with arsenic. So, how do we know about the incident where... How do you know about the investigant? Oh, take two, take three. So, do you know about the incident we're investigating?
What incident? Well, a man was poisoned in a restaurant just near here. That incident. Let me see. I was here that day with the manager.
The manager being the tiger?
Furio Tigre. Furio? Tigre?
Yeah, so that's where the tiger comes from.
God damn it. Zinniop's got a real name. Nick, hurry up and find out more about him.
Okay, I guess I should present him. Can I ask you more about the tiger? I mean, Mr. Tigre?
Cookie? Sure. How do you like my cookies? I baked them myself. He. Go ahead, Nick. The honor is all yours.
Oh, no. Ladies first, Maya. No matter how I look at this, I just don't get it. What are the tiger and this scary girl doing working together?
We are lovers.
Oh. That's not exactly coming across in your tone of voice.
And I owe Don Tigre my life. He's the one who saved me.
He saved you?
Please address him properly as Don Tigre. Otherwise, I'll have to.
Okay, Don Tigre, of course. Sorry. He saved her life? I'm sure I'd like to know how that happened. Okay, we don't know how old she is, so technically, could be legal. And Furio Tigre is 42. Compared to, me, who's, I think... I was gonna say, I'm the same age as Edgeworth, so I'm probably around 20-something at this point. 27? I don't know how old he is at this point, but he's probably in his mid-20s.
I'm very frail, you see. Just recently, I died. Once. Hee. You died? About 4 months ago. Doctors said to abandon all hope.
Guess they were expecting her to take a boat ride across the river Styx.
But Don Tigre, he saved me. He gave up everything. Everything? When I found out what he had done for me, I was happy. No offense, but I'm finding it a little hard to believe. I decided to pay him back in my life by serving him coffee, an espresso.
I still wonder what's in her coffee. So, is that why you got that bandage? Is that why you've got your bandage around your head?
he. This?
So, what's the story with the bandage?
They put it on after the operation. Operation? It's just a little injury. A little fatal injury. He. A fatal injury?
Maya just suffered one herself by the sounds of it. So, that's the injury you were talking about before when you said you had died once? Hmm.
She really creeps me out, Nick.
Same here, but we've got to find out the truth. I don't know enough about this yet, I don't think. I'll give it a shot, but I can probably assume where this is gonna go. Plus, we've probably got other things to attend to. Oh, stretch. You said that bandage around your head was from an operation? You also said you suffered a fatal injury to the head, correct?
Yes, that operation was very difficult. Apparently.
Great, now I've got hiccups. Now, by fatal injury, you don't mean you were hurt very badly somehow. The injury in question has something to do with this? With spots? With me? With job listings? With bikes? I don't think I know enough yet. There's nothing here that's obvious, so I think we need more things. More items to, solve the puzzle. Okay, going back to Vitamin Square. Jesus, that motorbike is really dinged up. I didn't really see how bad it was. I just thought it was the back. Well, no, it's half the front's missing, got the wonky headlight, all the wonky mirrors.
There he is, old Sudie's back, feeding the pigeons again.
There, take this, and get out of my park. Just like I thought, he's really mad. Come on, Maya, just keep your head down and let's sneak away while we still can.
What? Why? Hello, old man.
What are you doing, Maya? Huh? Caw. Or caw. This is bird person.
Hey, he just turned his back on us.
I'm not surprised. I really hurt his pride in court this morning.
Hey, Mr. Kudo.
Pit pigeon. Caw.
Look, we really need to talk to you, all right?
Out with the demons with good fortune.
Ow, ow. Seeds, shell splinters. Painful.
I always knew you were a demon, Maya. And back with the mystery dungeon theme. I'm sorry about what happened in the court earlier today. Caw! Everyone will be talking about me behind my back now. A dirty old man who was busy looking at the serving waitress's backside. Well, you were.
He can't remember her face. A filthy, depraved animal.
Not at all. Are you finished listening to me, boy? I don't care what you have to say. I saw that waitress put it in. She put some white powder into that young lad's Javasino.
We hear you.
And another thing, the young layabout was wearing an earpiece on the same side as the lens of his broken spectacles.
We're really sorry.
So I made a little mistake about the vase. So what?
I know what I saw. I tell you. I tell you. I tell you.
Okay, take it easy, please, Mr. Kudo.
Don't tell me to take it easy, you spiky-haired brat. Take this.
Okay, and on to question 2. Sorry, I just had to check something there. Chat where the connection's got a little bit haywire at the moment.
You said you were a craftsman, right? The modern world casts honest craftsmen like me aside in droves. Surely it's not that. I come from a long line of craftsmen right back to the times of the shoguns. You hear me? I didn't become an embroiderer, I was born one. Actually, I'm kind of in the same situation myself. I wanted to stick my fingers in up that dribbling old judge's nose and scream right down his ear hole. Objection! So, did you want to become a lawyer when you were young?
I don't think that's quite it, Maya. I think he's just in a bad mood, that's all.
I got a tsunami of frustration inside it, and it's ready to burst out.
If we let him start rambling now, he might never shut up. What do I do? Suck it up, Phoenix. Guess I better let him talk. So there's not much call for craftsmen these days, then?
Of course not, you idiot. All I'm good for now is running errands. Errands? Everyone takes advantage of the elderly. Buy some bread, Grams. Take the dog for a walk, Granddad. Feed the pigeons, old man. What am I, some sort of two-bit community handyman?
I think there's some sort of thing that's good about that, though. Like, if you're, hang on, I'm just a little bit cold. Layer. Don't know why, it's a bit cold. We've not got the windows open. Usually I'm quite warm here. But, well. I think there's something to be said for having the community, having something like a community handyman. Like, we have I live in a quite a small town. And there's a person who goes about, doing the hedges and, like, adding flowers and foliage to places to spruce up the village a little bit and give it a bit of character. He's done that in his own time, and he's I credit him for it. And he doesn't ask for much in return. He didn't ask for anything in return. He just did it off his own volition. I think things like that are good. When people do that, people do that for the sake of the community, for the betterment of the community. I think that's when society, stuff like that, that old phrase, society grows great when men plant trees the shade of which they'll never see. I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically the quote. It's always nice to do something good, knowing that for someone else, knowing that you might not get to enjoy it for the long term.
Well, buy some bread now, that I can understand. What's the point of feeding some seedy pigeons? Why don't people say what they mean? Get lost, that's what they're trying to say. Oh yes, I'm just an inconvenience, you see. At home, at that restaurant, I just get in the way, don't I?
I'm sure you don't. Wait a minute, what did he just say? At home and at that restaurant? Hold on, by restaurant, are you talking about Tribulations? Did you get asked to run an errand there too?
Yeah, I did. The very day that young brat was poisoned.
What? Okay, and I'm getting all the deets now. Oh yeah, by the way, Reversi is it's like a strategy game. Oh, okay, I understand what this is. I was gonna say a very okay, similar to Othello, which is a game I've rarely have played, but at least I know about Othello compared to Reversi. Okay, and fair play, Maya. I'm not really a big I'm more of a chess type of dude or a board game type of person. I do like chess though. Got a lovely chess piece and got a lovely chess set that's quite nice with metal pieces that I really enjoy playing on sometimes. So on the day of the incident, what were you asked to do? Glad you asked, boy, because I'm gonna tell you what I was asked to do. All of a sudden, that young lad slumped over the table. The serving girl collapsed. I broke that vase. It all happened so fast, and I was in a bit of a daze, you see. So the owner shouted over to me.
Excusez-moi, you call la police.
Call him yourself. I should have said back, but I didn't think about it at the time.
So did you end up calling the police?
Like I said, I was in a bit of a daze. Did you call them on your cell phone? Ha! Do I look like I have one of those newfangled thingamajigs? I went out looking for a payphone, of course.
You went looking for one?
I could find one right away, you know. Wandered around for 5 minutes or so.
5 minutes.
So for 5 minutes after the incident happened, yes sirree, the owner was at Tribulations on his own. Why didn't you mention this in court this morning? Well, I would have if you'd given me the chance. But you all bullied me out of the courtroom. Maybe this might be our chance to get a jump on the prosecution. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned you've certainly earned your kudos for today. But wait a minute. If that's the case, there's more. I've more to say. Oh yeah, but I remember something else. Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom. It's not my fault. You're the ones to blame. You could have at least told us before we got to court.
Is it really that important that Mr. Kudo was the one who called the police?
Potentially. What's important is the unaccounted time before the police arrived. The victim was dead. Maggie was unconscious. Which leaves that that man, alone in the restaurant. Be progressive, Phoenix. Do not be a bigot. Mr. Kudo might have been chased out of the place on purpose.
What do you mean?
Maybe a certain someone didn't want him in the restaurant.
Ah.
Oh, sure. Go ahead and say I was in the way as usual. I suppose I should have I should have been getting myself covered in pigeon poop instead, Need to get more details about what exactly happened. From Maggie and from Mr. Armstrong. Well, may as well. Is he not here now?
Looks like Mr. Armstrong's out again. The place is open for business.
You can't have an open restaurant without a chef.
Hey, it's not my fault, Nick. Don't take it out on me.
Only a couple of minutes after the incident happened, Mr. Kudo left the scene, leaving Mr. Armstrong here alone.
Missing when we need to talk to him the most.
Maybe he's trying to avoid us on purpose. Well, there's nothing here that seems any different. Seems anything there. Well, I guess we better... It was blue screens or the detention center, and we need to talk to Maggie, and it did hint at it, so I suggest we go there. Now I'm gonna get even more snug and put on my slippers. Oh, that's comfortable. Oh, I rarely wear them. I should more often. They're really comfortable.
Oh, Mr. Wright.
Hello, Maggie. Have they finished questioning you?
Wasn't it just unbelievable in court today? I'm going to stay up all night and blog about everything that happened. Weren't you scared? I was pretty touch and go in there. Yeah, but you totally nailed that old man.
Again, I'm trying not to make double entendres today. Oh damn, we have to give the sausages to her. That's not gonna be fun. Well, he was all over the place with his testimony.
He's not the only one. Huh? What do you mean? Everyone else's testimonies don't match up with each other. Not with what I remember of the incident anyway.
Possible that she is the one misremembering things?
Maggie, you know how you said that everyone else provided testimonies that don't match up with what you remember? Yep, there are just so many things that don't seem to add up. The biggest contradiction is the other guy I saw on the victim's table. He was the one who slipped something into the victim's coffee. I'm sure it was him.
Didn't Mr. Kudo testify earlier today that it was the waitress who put some white powder into the coffee cup?
So you really think it was this disappearing man that did it? Well, he's not the only thing that disappeared. The CD vanished as well. You know the CD with writing on it? Oh yeah, the MC Screwdriver album, right?
It was MC Bomber, Maya. The new name was scrawled on the news spots paper as well. May as well roll it up, Phoenix, and hit her on the back of the head with it when she was wrong.
They never did find that CD at the crime scene, sir.
All the victims' medication, they've gone missing too.
Ouch, my head.
See? Told you, you'd hit her on the back of the head with the newspaper.
This is getting way too complicated for me.
Okay. You said that you passed out when the victim Glenell collapsed, right?
Yeah, it's so embarrassing. I mean, I used to be a cop.
Seems, very well drawn there.
When I came to, the restaurant was buzzing with police. Before I knew it was going on, they arrested me, sir.
So between the time the victim collapsed and the time the police arrived on the scene, you have no idea what went on at Tribulations.
No idea at all. Why, is that important, Mr. Wright?
The other witness, the old man from the park, was pretty much chased out of the picture. God damn it. I swear one day I'm gonna work out why I keep having these yawns. Like, that's what I don't get. I can talk for hours, have a conversation with someone, but yeah, I can't just sit here and do it without, yawning 10 times.
Chased out of the picture? What do you mean? Old CD wasn't inside the restaurant because he was told to call the police.
Exactly, and you, Maggie, were unconscious. That means Mr. Armstrong was alone in the restaurant for a brief period of time.
No. I don't think Mr. Armstrong set me up, do you?
I think he was a part of it. When you consider the facts, it's hard to imagine that Mr. Armstrong isn't involved in this at all.
It's like the master biting the paw of the dog that it feeds. You sure about this, Mr. Wright?
Well, the old man said as much when we spoke with him earlier.
I don't know.
Things... God damn it. I can't help it. It's a yawn. I can't help it.
Things that the man says don't add up for some reason, sir.
Maggie looks like she's trying to figure something out.
Maybe we should ask Maggie about exactly what she knows about old CD.
Okay.
I feel much better after the trial this morning. I've been a bit of a courtroom proceedings addict for years now. Feels like forever since a witness was as slippery as that old man.
He's not really that. Oh, sorry, no, it's her.
Not really that bad of an old man, though. Still, I feel a little bit uneasy. Huh? I thought you just said you felt much better.
Maggie? If there's something on your mind, you've got to tell us. Especially if it has anything to do with Mr. Kudo or his testimony.
Roger, I'll spill it all and see what you make of it.
Okay. Is there anything about Mr. Kudo's testimony that stood out as odd to you?
Actually, yeah. The fact that he was even testifying to begin with doesn't quite what? Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table. True, there was another customer in the restaurant.
Yeah, but we know that already. It was Victor Kudo.
I can't really say it was an old man. Okay, then how about calling him a really, really old middle-aged man?
Haha, Wilbermeyer.
No, age isn't the issue. The other customer was a woman.
A woman?
You sure, Maggie? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. So what did this woman look like? She was she was sort of creepy. She had a kind of cackling laugh.
Creepy?
Cackling?
Why do I get the feeling I've come across a woman like that recently? It was Franziska von Karma.
I know I used to be on the police force, sir, but I'm incarcerated now, so I can't use my connections to help you.
Okay, we've been through that. Maybe show this?
Let's see.
We are all, clued out for now. So... gotta check everywhere first. I guess we have to move to blue screens. It's the only place we've not been yet. Does feel like that conversation with Maggie didn't really finish its end point. Anyway, let's see the nerds and the weird jockey thing that's there. What is that? Very big horse with a tiny person to be on.
Wow, this place is so high-tech, I can almost smell the electricity in the air.
It's a computer firm, Maya. They can't work without electricity, you know. Okay, and I remember who's coming up at this point. If I can remember her model, it's
Who are you? Oh, hello. I'm sorry, access is restricted to authorized personnel only. This is a company programming laboratory. There are far too many trade secrets that could be leaked. Wow, what secrets? Everything you see here is classified. No information can leave this building. Understood.
Who is this woman? She's like a robot from some kind of whacked educational show.
My name is Lisa Bazil. I'm the company director.
And I know it's Basil, but a robot might pronounce it differently. Have you seen the way AI can't pronounce certain words? Director? She's human? She seems like more like a ghost in a shell. Why do I feel like that's a reference to something? Hang on, give me a moment. I knew it was a reference. I was gonna say that's quite a modern reference since I was gonna say it's a manga series. I knew I'd heard of it. Can't remember where though. I'm not really clued in on. I'm not really clued in on my anime. I guess that's the reference to it. Anyway, that thing over her eye isn't the same device as Glenelg.
That's a DMH, right?
Nice try, but it's the other way around, Maya. It's a HMD.
All of my programmers here at Blue Screens Incorporated are supplied with HMDs. And do you write programs too? No, I just enjoy wearing this. They are pretty cool. I wouldn't mind one.
Okay, well let's give this place a good old look-see-loo first.
Hey look, Nick, it's a supercomputer.
I think that's just a bunch of servers.
And it looks like it's really smart and wise, doesn't it?
Computers are only as smart as the humans who use them, Maya. Tell that to AI. They're getting smarter and they're gonna take your jobs and everything else, and they're gonna rule the world, and Skynet's gonna come real. But I'm just getting ahead of myself. Who knows what's gonna happen?
That explains why we don't use the computer in our office.
You work there too, Maya.
Yeah, but at least I'm... Please don't argue about something so trivial. Otherwise, the company will laugh at you.
Oh, did she say computer or company? Oh well.
She said she'd laugh at us, Nick.
She's a human, Maya, not a computer. Have some common courtesy. He's really pounding that keyboard, isn't he?
Wow, I bet that's where the pro and programmer comes from, huh? Guess I shouldn't be resting on my laurels. Gotta expand my skill set and all that.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
Maybe I could become old CD's apprentice.
And what about your spirit medium training? Okay. Are these guys like twins? Okay, never mind. Let's check out the horse.
Wow, look at this desk, Nick. What a mess.
Looks pretty average to me.
You can't get any work done with everything all over a place like this.
You think? Yeah, real whiz kids can work under any condition, you know. They always say that some clever people, or they always say like clever people are scruffy or some shit, something like that. I don't think that's the case personally. I always imagine that, you know, immense, like, savants of their trade would tend to have some sort of form of, you know, not being cluttered and being very, you know, knowing where everything is and at all times. Control is the key. Just trying to hint that I should tidy my desk more. I'll clean up my desk when Maya stops asking silly questions. No hurry then.
Hey, this calendar.
What about it? It's just another hint about tidying. You can forget it.
Something's marked December 3rd in red pen.
December 3rd? That's the day Mr. Elg was murdered. Is there anything else?
Yeah, it says, meet with a tiger.
A tiger? Interesting. Okay, so he's got some boxing equipment under there, it seems. Anything here? Those pillars almost look like they're moving, like it's kind of unsettling.
Yeah, they just look a bit twisted or warped or whatever the word is I'm looking for. This office was designed with a futuristic feel in mind. Futuristic? Yes. We tried to imagine what things might look like in the future when we designed it. It helps soothe and calm the soul. On second thought, I agree with you, Nick. This place really is unsettling.
And anything else? Well, this might be a thing working.
Wow, look at this mess.
Looks like they're all betting tickets.
What kind of betting tickets?
We're betting on which horse will win a given race. The horse racing tickets. Well, nothing wrong with that. I mean, I'm not a better. I'm not a personal bettor on stuff like that. If I'm going to bet on anything, it'd be on myself, like with blackjack or poker. You know, something I can influence directly myself, not something that I'm guessing scores on, which is a complete punt in the dark unless you really know your stuff.
Oh wow, its drawers are stuffed full of these.
Looks like they're all losing tickets though. There are over 500 tickets. So he's a serial gambler.
How many tickets would get you a buck down at a recycling center? I didn't know that you were so hard up you'd try to profit from the dead, Nick.
Just take them as evidence, Maya. That is not a bad idea. Okay. I think that's everything, so now we can start questioning her. So what exactly is this firm's business?
I will try to simplify it so that you can understand. We analyze the data management systems required for or by certain branches of industry, and then deliver optimum operating systems and source level components to them. You lost me at the corner of analyze and management.
Doesn't matter. They analyze stuff. You got that much, right?
That software we produce is distributed on CDs. Yes, compact disc, digital, optical storage media. That thing that's going away in about 15 years because all the big companies want to go to digital downloads.
Oh, CDs are used for software as well as music. Only for so much longer, Phoenix. Only for so much longer. Remember, kids, buy physical media.
It is a small firm, but all of my employees are first-class programmers. Let's ask one of them what they are doing.
Seems like the average dev.
Excuse me, what are you working on right now?
I'm researching the non-logical access of shared global variables. Obviously, the influences response time, performance of codependent variables, and memory overheads is vitally important as excessive.
Well, you get the idea. This is the sort of thing we're involved in.
I understood too much of that, to be honest. Yeah, I remember learning about different variables and scoping stuff and overhead. Designing database design is fun, let me tell you that.
Did you good people follow all of that? Yeah?
Your blank smile just said otherwise, Maya. You know what happened. You know about what happened, right, Ms. Basil?
You mean about Glenn being poisoned? Yes, I know. It's terrible. You tell us anything that might be helpful? I don't think so. A police officer was here earlier, too. But I couldn't tell him anything either because the waitress who committed the crime has nothing to do with Blue Screens Incorporated. Oh.
How about Mr. Elg's desk? Have you cleared it out already?
No, not yet. It's the one right in front of you. If there's anything that might be useful to you, you are welcome to take it.
I guess there might be a clue somewhere. Doesn't seem to have changed anything. He's not really give us anything yet that I can say is interesting.
And would you mind taking a look at this? I'm sorry, that data is super admin restricted desktop access password protected. Super admin restricted desktop access password protected? What? This is madness.
Nope, that is Spada. She won't tell us unless we say the right code word.
A code word? Sesame. There's not Sesame. Then it must be your mother's maiden name. That's always how it is.
There's no point in having a password if it's always the same thing, Maya. Very true. Guess she doesn't want to talk about this.
Maybe we should focus on Glen Elk. What do you say?
Okay, and we'll ask about Glenn. About Mr. Elk.
He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. But he did suffer from 1 or 2 bugs in his personality. Oh, like what? He was a bit of a loser. Perhaps it would have been best way. Well, that would be the best way to describe it. That's what got him into trouble. What's the matter? He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. So he was really no trouble at all. A model employee.
Hey, wait a minute. Just now you said something about being in trouble. You've got to find out what this trouble was exactly. I believe it's going to be another Magatama thing. I won't be surprised if it was anyway. About Mr. Elk. Was he in some kind of trouble?
I'm sorry, why would you think that?
I thought you said something about it just now. You said he got himself into trouble because he was a bit of a loser. Behold! Relocks.
I guess Mr. Elk is like every other man with his own pile of secrets.
Well, let's try and open these. We'll work our way there if we have to. Oh yeah, we forgot to give the lunchbox to Maggie. That's why it felt that's why it felt empty. Sorry, that just came to me. So how about you tell me what kind of trouble Mr. Elk was in?
I'm sorry, sir, but we don't deal with troubleshooting here. Perhaps you'd like to speak to someone in the customer service?
What are you talking about? Guess I just gotta take a shot and see where it gets me. Miss Basil, let me ask you something. Mr. Elk's trouble have something to do with this? Well, what do you think?
I'm not sure. Let's ask one of the programmers. Excuse me, can you answer this man's query, please?
Data queue that manages the system for troubleshooting requests multitasking simulation and local variables according to sleep mode transmission on active nodes to be bundled correctly according to the something, obviously. That was a bunch of jargon.
So I'm afraid, in this situation, you see, did you good people follow all of that?
Not even slightly. What was all that mumbo jumbo?
It's exactly as my programmer explained.
I'm guessing I picked the wrong piece of evidence. Guess I better ask a question. Let me ask you something. Did Mr. Elk's trouble have to do with this? Oh, actually that makes sense. I just thought about it. I was like, yeah, 500 losing tickets. He might be in a bit of debt, which is why he needed to go to the loan to talk about Tigray. Okay, it's all coming together now.
What is that?
A bunch of horse racing tickets, all losing ones.
With that many tickets, you could get about $1 at the recycling center. You good people are very, very bad. Cashing in on others' misfortunes is immoral.
Oh, a whiff of hypocrisy I smell. Yeah, I was gonna say it's a hint of bullshit, but yeah, go for it.
But what is the relevance of these tickets?
The victim, Mr. Glen Elk. He had a gambling habit, didn't he?
I don't think that's a logical conclusion based on these facts. Everyone likes to go to the races from time to time.
Yeah, but not everyone buys this many tickets.
Anyway, I don't believe that proves anything on its own.
You're right, but I'm not through yet. Mr. Oak's gambling wasn't restricted to races, was it? I'm assuming it's the lottery ticket? Hmm. That's something I can think of. The lottery, the horse racing, he bought a lot of tickets and lost a lot of times. That's gotta have hurt his wallet pretty bad, don't you think? Maybe bad enough to be in some serious trouble, perhaps.
No,
Okay, we got one.
you are right. Glenn did have a gambling habit. You good people must not follow his example. Do you understand?
Trust me, even if I wanted to, I don't exactly have the money to buy any.
But if you win, there's no problem, is there? And Glenn had a winning ticket, didn't he? For $500,000. Yes, but it's hard to imagine how he could have been in trouble then, isn't it?
It's true that Mr. Elk won $500,000 in the end. That was his first stroke of good luck. He was in deep trouble before that.
Deep trouble? What do you mean?
Mr. Elk's real problem was something more terrifying and ferocious. Where's the horse? Because he had a meeting with Tigray, which means he was in debt. Loan-wise. Mr. Alec was with someone on that day he was killed. He even made a note of it in the calendar about this meeting. Meet with the tiger.
What is the relevance of that? Are you trying to suggest Glenn Alg was meeting with him to discuss his debt?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But I never heard anything about the tiger before. Maybe he's not even human. Maybe he really is a tiger.
I'm no programmer, but does she really expect me to buy such messed up logic? In that case, I think I'll just have to introduce her to the tiger. Present Tigray. Dario Tigray, aka the Tiger, is the boss of a loan office called Tender Lender. This is who Mr. Elg met on the day of his murder. The only thing a loan shark would talk to him with would be his debt.
No,
Okay, 2 down, 1 to go. Hopefully we can get this open.
it's true that Glenn had racked up quite a bit of debt from his gambling habit. About $100,000, I think. Why is everyone in this game just massively in debt? But I heard he won the lottery, so he should have been in the clear.
Shame Maggie couldn't get that bit of good luck. Okay. So, guy who got lucky and won the lottery. What if he hadn't won? What was his plan then?
Well, this isn't easy to say, but he said he would use his talents to repay the money.
His talents?
I suspect he was talking about programming.
What computer program is worth $100,000?
Perhaps you good people should leave so I can get back to work.
So close to cracking her. Programming question. Was it by any chance this? This? No?
This is a very delicate matter. Without the necessary data, there's no real way I can access the information.
I know Mr. L created some kind of program. She can't deny if I show her the program itself as evidence. I'm so close to cracking her. The question was, if any chance... So it wasn't MC Bomber. The only other thing I can think of it being is the, sports thing with the doodle. Hmm. I guess we don't have enough information on this to know what it is yet. That's the only thing I can think of. Because obviously she's talking about MC Bomber. This just makes all the sense in the world. Yeah, get rid of those sausages. Oh yeah, I've got something that you're going to love.
Really? What is it?
A lunchbox, just for you. Here.
Wow, a lunchbox. Weenies too.
Please do not make me hold my nerve anymore.
Can't believe you, sir. Did you make this just for me, Mr. Wright? Nah, it was Detective Gumshoe. Who else would make such a nice lunchbox for you? Detective Gumshoe? Really worried about you. Looks like you put a lot of effort into making this too. I can't accept it. Detention center rules. No gifts allowed, sir.
Hey, come on, Maggie. Don't be like that.
Rules are the rules. They'll lock you up if you break them.
Somehow when an ex-cop turned waitress says that, it seemed a whole lot scarier.
Anyway. I hate weenies.
Well, looks like she's banned for the other team, fellas.
Oh, really? It's all yours, Maya. You can enjoy it with Mr. Wright. But
She's right, it's better than letting it go to waste.
But I guess so.
Gumshoe's lunchbox eaten with Maya.
Well, how was it?
That hit the spot. I love weenies. Okay, great. Phoenix loves sausages. Great. Good to know that it's gonna help that Edgeworth ship.
Oh, good. I'm glad I gave them to you then, sir.
Oh, guess that was all that we needed. The only other thing I can imagine is that gifted Gumshoe other ones, I guess. I don't know. There was nothing else we really need to talk to about. Aha! Gumshoe will be here. I was correct. No, he's not here? The main server just went up in smoke. Why the heck isn't the press conference set up yet? Superintendent's here already.
Yeah. Been a problem with the internet, too.
I already told you to stop using your computer, Chief.
I'm watching videos online and catching up on my Asian soap operas.
It's gonna have to wait, Chief. I'm throwing the switch.
No. Just when some young guy was
Really?
and was about to confess to his son's hot-to-trot girlfriend. Wow, this place is really buzzing.
Something must be going down. Something really big. Eh? What are you doing here, pal?
Detective Gumshoe.
Can't be here right now. You'll be roped into the briefing if you stay. Huh? We got big problems here today.
Why, what's going on?
Yeah, it's a virus. A virus. A virus? There's a virus ripping through the precinct's computer system. I always like how they talk about how like computer viruses actually work. It's really funny. Like they're like, oh yeah, this, you know. This goes into like every film with hacking as well. But as you know, all the levels of hackers. I love looking at that stuff. But it's just not anywhere near close to the truth of actually what you would do. Well, let's talk to him. Okay, I'm only gonna say this once, so listen up.
Yeah.
No matter how poor you get, never borrow money from a place like this, you hear?
Okay.
You get money trouble. Go on a diet of instant noodles and hang in there. We're not thinking about borrowing money, Detective. We just want information. Oh, is that all? Well, let's see. And the lender is considered to be fishier than the average illegal loan shark. It seems they ran into a little bit of trouble recently. Those guys may have been pretty heavy-handed calling in their debts.
Really?
Don't go poking your nose around in their business, pal. You'll really regret it if you upset that lady.
Alright, I get the picture.
Alright, I get the picture. Hey, wait a minute. What did he just say? The lady?
Who's this lady he's talking about, Nick?
Gotta find out what the story is with this lady.
So what exactly is a computer virus, Detective Gumshoe?
I don't know.
What?
Look, I just go with the flow, alright, pal? Here I thought detectives were supposed to be somewhat knowledgeable. What's with a face, pal? You think you know what a virus is?
Well, Nick, do you?
Computer virus? Sure, I mean, only in simple terms, of course.
Really? Wow, you know everything, Professor Nick.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you Dr. Wright from now on.
Hey, that sounds pretty cool. Don't you agree, Dr. Wright?
Why do I get the feeling they're making fun of me? Okay, fine. I'm no expert, but at least I can explain the basics to the two of you. Virus is a program that gets inside a computer and causes damage. Damage? You mean like it makes the machine go boom and explode? I mean, in some cases, technically, yes. But in others, no. I mean, you could technically... You would have to have a very specific virus that could alter your computer's... certain things in your computer to make your machine go boom. Like, you could alter how the CPU works and how, you know, how, I don't know. Getting very technical. Basically, if you could have a virus that ruins your BIOS and does certain things with setup, then yes, technically you could make your computer go boom. That'd be very weird thing to do for a virus. No, the damage is, well, it's all internal.
So so the inside goes boom, right?
Imagine all the case data you've got stored on your PCs here in the station. Virus could wipe them all, all of that. That's the kind of damage I'm talking about.
Wow, that's scary.
Yeah, and what's even more scary is that viruses are infectious.
Infectious?
Most common computers are connected together on a network, right? A virus can come from one machine to another over the network. So the virus that just keeps spreading faster and faster. This is another reason why I personally don't use like public Wi-Fi, because I don't trust anything. I don't trust people to not steal data, or the people whose network you're using to not steal your data while you're at it. Because let's face it, if something's free, they're stealing your data on the internet. That's usually the case anyway. So the virus just keeps spreading faster and faster. Just like a real virus, huh?
Nick, why would anyone want to make a program like that?
Yeah, it takes ages to type in all that data. Why would you want to destroy it, pal? No, people don't infect their own machines. They send the virus to someone else's.
What? That's horrible.
Oh, I get it. It's like you're sneezing on Mr. Gatto so it catches a cold.
Right. Then he wouldn't be able to turn up in court because he'd be too sick. You really shouldn't do stuff like that, Nick. It's wrong.
Who? What? When did the conversation jump to talking about me? Anyway, that's what a computer virus is. A bad program that causes damage. And all the different viruses have names, right? I feel like I've heard the name of the virus we caught somewhere before. The name of the virus, huh? I feel like I've heard it before too. How do I prompt Gumshoe? I guess we talk about the lady first. That's the girl who works over at Tender... Oh, that's the girl who works over at Tenderlender. You want to stay away from her, okay, pal? I mean it.
She does look kind of unforgiving, doesn't she?
That should be the least of your worries, pal. Well, what's that supposed to mean? What could be worse? Her name's Viola Cadaverini. She's the only granddaughter of Bruno Cadaverini.
Bruno Cadaverini? Do you know who that is, Nick?
Never heard of him. Bruno Cadaverini's the boss of the Cadaverini family. That's one scary name. We can't touch them. We can't touch them. They're way too powerful for the police. But you're thinking of taking them on, aren't you? No, I don't remember ever saying I was going to do so. I better get some more info on our Gumshoe about this family. I'm not sure if I really want to get involved in this, but who are the Cadaverinis? Who are they? They're a scary bunch of people, that's who. You're a cop and you're scared. What's that about? Trust me, if it doesn't matter if you're a kid or a cop, these guys are scary. You got some serious clown in the criminal underworld. We can't touch them. They've just got too much moolah. So true to real life. If you've got enough cash, you can get away with murder. Well then. Moolah as in, they pretty much control all the cash in the city's black market. Black market, huh? And that includes tender lender, I take it. Sure, but no one stands up to Bruno Cavarini. And I mean no one. Interesting.
So Viola's the granddaughter of some mafia boss?
Yeah. And everyone knows how much Bruno loves his little girl. It means everything to him. So how did she end up at Tenderlender? I don't know, pal. I heard she and the boss at Tenderlender are pretty tight.
Tight?
That's what it said in a file I related to Maggie's case. That's a pretty important clue. That's Glenn's thingy, so that's not gonna help. Can I get some information out of him this way? No. Oh, there's something here we're missing. Oh yeah, there we go. We're running on the same job and then we got him. Okay, and hey! This is it. That stupid name. I remember now. Right. I thought so. Here it comes. Okay.
Don't just nod to yourself and keep me in the dark, Nick. What's going on?
It's okay, Maya. Don't have to cry about it. The name scribbled on that sports paper and written on this CD. That's the name of the virus. MC Bomber.
What?
Yeah, the virus that's infects every computer in the station, pal. It's MC Bomber. Can you give us any more details, please? There we go. I knew we had to find something. I still think that Maggie's holding on to something, but I can't think of what. Well, we already knew about the MC Bomber virus for a while back. A group of criminals issued a series of demands to the head honchos of law enforcement. Your friend to release the virus if the demands weren't met.
Who are they?
I don't know, some hotshots from the criminal underworld would be my guess. And now the virus has been released, huh? Yeah. It's in every computer in every public office in the city. Everyone's going nuts. They're hopping around like they're dancing at a carnival.
All this stuff with criminals and viruses almost feels like we're in a sci-fi movie.
Apparently the programmer who made this virus was a real genius or something. Focus right now is tracing the route of this virus on the black market. Means someone put this virus up for sale? Yeah, and because this one's so powerful, we're estimating its price tag was in the millions of dollars, pal. In the millions? A virus could be worth that much? In the right hands, potentially, yes. Yeah, I can't believe it. I almost forgot the most important thing. And that is... You know the lunchbox. How did everything go? Lunchbox?
You remember the weenies?
Yeah. You lad are certainly in some sort of the doghouse. Oh yeah, these weenies. So, how did my weenies taste when they went down the hatch?
Huh? Well, it was delicious.
Yeah, that's what you said? Really?
Well, not exactly.
Yeah, don't worry about it, pal. I figured something would happen, so I came prepared. Prepared? What do you mean? I mean a jumbo lunchbox.
Oh.
Do me a favor, huh, pal, and deliver this. It sure is a heavy burden. In more ways than one. I can just imagine Maggie's little eyes sparkling with joy when you bring her that.
Weenies again, Nick? Tell me we don't have to eat all those.
Well, Maya, at least you won't have to go into that sort of industry. You have to eat weenies for a living.
I really can't eat any more.
Right then, with that out of the way, I believe we can go back to the thingy now. And get clues from this lady. Okay, in round 2, darling. This time, you're gonna tell me your secrets, because now I know it's a virus. Haha, even though my big brain had already worked that out. Okay, we just have to skip all through this because we've done it before. There's one gone. Something terrifying or ferocious. We went with the jockey last time, didn't we? And then the tiger, which is Yo-Yo Tigre. And then we broke 2 of them. And then we were down to this one, we couldn't work it out. There we go, okay. So I was right, I was just right too early. I was too right for my own good. Well, this is it, isn't it? This is the virus that's been infecting computers worldwide as we speak. MC Bomber. No. Give me my health back. You cheated me out my health, I want it back. Thank you.
Glenn's head had more processing power than any computer, but it had been infected with a gambling virus. then was in too deep.
You mean he was in debt?
Yes, $100,000 in debt. Not an easy amount to repay. So, he said he was taking on some extra work. Something a bit risky.
Risky? How so?
Maybe he's gonna become a waitress at Tribulations.
Where do you come up with these ideas? I've just noticed where her suit, like the how the suit fits her, and where those like little lines on her suit sort of fit over, and yeah, that is some interesting design choices right there. So it's safe to say that Mr. Relic was the creator of this virus, huh?
The MC Bomber virus? Yes. It was a work of genius in a bad sort of way. Of course, but still genius. Something like that would probably fetch several $1,000,000 on the black market. Inconceivable.
Oh, inconceivable. Gumshoe was right for a change.
This date, December 3rd, was marked on his calendar, was the deadline for repaying his debts.
Interesting. Guess we won't be needing these horse racing tickets anymore.
Use the trash can, Nick.
I mean, I'm kinda with Maya. Don't be littering. Okay, so now we've got that. I guess the only place we've not been yet. Oh, well, there's two places we could go. We could go to the detention center, and we can go to back to the place and try and get see how far we can get with the Magatama. I think we'll go check to the detention center, and she's gone. Okay, and then, well, back to Tenderlender. Okay, and round goes. And this time I have come prepared, I think. You said that a bandage around your head was from an operation. You also said you suffered a fatal injury to the head, is that correct?
Very difficult, apparently.
Now, by fatal injury, you mean you were hurt in some way, huh? Yep. Okay. So, the only thing I can possibly think of this being proof of is the repair bill. Because otherwise, it's going to be the actual motorcycle, and I can't imagine her doing that much damage on that motorcycle. Okay, in round one, down. I have a car repair bill. From this, it seems pretty obvious that this car was involved in an accident.
Let me see that. This bill is made out to the Cadaverinis.
Yes, it is.
I don't think I ever introduced myself. Tell me, what do the Cadaverinis have to do with me?
Something tells me she's not about to say hi and introduce herself. So, your relationship with the Cadaverinis is very strong, and this is why. Yo, sweet daddy loves you very much. I know exactly who you are, Viola Cadaverini. You sustained that injury in a traffic accident, didn't you?
It happened about 4 months ago. I was driving in one of our family cars when someone pulled out in front of me.
Okay, and that might be the thumbnail for this thing. Otherwise, we're pretty much screwed, I guess, a little bit.
It was a motorbike.
Oh, so why am I doing Pinky's voice?
It was a motorbike. Or something like that. I don't remember much. Anyway, I swerved to try and avoid it, but... I took a blow to the head. A bad one.
Yeah, I can imagine. So what happened to the person on the bike? Guessing they didn't get away with injuring the Viola Cadaverini, right?
I don't know what happened to them. They ran away, or so I heard.
Ran away?
If they'd stayed, I'd have...
Is it possible? Could the person who committed the crime, could it have been El Tigre? Which, if you didn't work that out by now, come on. It was this man, wasn't it? He was the cause of your accident.
It wasn't Don Tigre. I refuse to believe it.
Well, too damn.
We collided, the motorbike and the car. But Don Tigre wasn't injured at all, is he? It was the tiger who caused...
It was the tiger who caused Viola to crash, I can feel it. Plus, one of her locks just broke, and she must suspect it was him too. Sorry, Miss Cadaverini, but I have proof that the Tigre was involved in the accident on his bike. Have you seen his bike? It is more smashed up than anything. Not exactly a motorbike, but Mr. Tigre rides around on a scooter, doesn't he? And you'll notice how badly the front wheel guard is damaged. Well, really, all of it is just damaged. It's all kind of damaged. Miss Cadaverini, you know the truth, don't you? This repair bill was paid by Furio Tigre. Cadaverinis have known for ages who caused the accident, haven't they?
It's possible, perhaps. Somewhere inside me, I know that may be true.
I knew it.
But Don Tigre still saved my life. The operation was very complicated and very expensive.
How much are we talking?
Very, very, very expensive.
Seems kind of hesitant to give me an actual figure. I should back off. Well, anyway. It was the tiger who paid for it, right?
After I recovered, Don Tigre told me. He said he paid for the operation because he cared about me. I believe him.
Really? Do you honestly believe that to be true? Do you honest? Do you know what I think? I think the reason he paid for your operation because it wasn't because of you, but someone else. Again, your sweet dear old grandpa. Because he's going to kill you. He's going to kill everyone. Perhaps I shouldn't be saying this, but your grandfather, Bruto Cadaverini, why does it have to be such an awkward Italian name? Controls a lot of the dubious cash, right? And you are his beloved pride and joy. Sure, I don't know exactly how much the operation cost, but you weren't the granddaughter of Mr. Cadaverini. You think Mr. Tigre would have paid the money?
$1 million.
Yeah, $1 million? And we didn't even have to suffer anything that time.
4 months ago, I was in a traffic accident. That's why I needed the operation. When I woke up, they told me it was nothing serious. A simple procedure. Oh, really?
Well, I guess if she recovered within 4 months, it couldn't have been too big.
They said the operation cost $1 million.
Yep, $1 million buckos. Imagine all the stuff you could have done with that.
My grandfather ordered Don Tigre to pay $1 million in compensation. Compensation, huh?
It's underworld lingo for paying money to settle a score. blackmail, bribery, whatever you want to call it. Basically to pay or get into some serious trouble. Yeah. Do you like your kneecaps? Would be a shame if they happen to, I don't know, not be there. But $1,000,000 is a lot of money. This has to be related to our poisoning case somehow.
I wanted to believe him. I wanted to trust what Don Tigre said. He said it had nothing to do with my grandfather being Bruto Cadaverini. I wanted to believe he helped me because he cared about me, not about my grandfather.
Oh, Phoenix, you made her cry. Quickly comfort her with coffee and cookies. She seems to like those things.
But I knew that wasn't really true. Wow, I'm so sorry. What he did to get the money was... it was evil.
Okay, so she actually has a bit of a conscience. That's strange for, you know, in a mob family.
He said it was all for me. So I helped him. You helped him? In what way? Here, take these.
What are these? Medical papers?
I'm Bruto Cadaverini's granddaughter. He had to pay compensation. He was made an offer.
And you made an offer he simply couldn't refuse. Slipping, you know, just going to the brand though. Yeah, I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. Just, you know, you had to do it at some point. You're talking about mob bosses. Even I would have been tempted to put that in. $1 million bill for cranial surgery. Payment was due last year.
Wow, I feel so bad for Viola.
Viola? It's inexcusable.
Huh?
There are two things that I consider inexcusable. Money laundering and... well, actually no. Taxes? As I found that pretty inexcusable. That's for different reasons. I mean, that's just logical reasons. And, what else do I find inexcusable? I know, weak-willed men. I couldn't think of anything secondary. Poisoning and betrayal. Yeah, but gunshot to the head, that's fine. Only a coward would hurt people using either one of these tactics. I mean, a coward would... technically... I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that I know of regimes that have used different types of poisoning to kill people in real life, and in fiction. And you don't want to mess with those people when you say that out loud, unless you can, if you're that open of a person or important of a person where they can't get you without being suspicious.
Is everything all right, Nick?
We should get going. Right after we finish our espresso.
Yeah.
I don't need to convince Viola of anything else, so I can get rid of this. Really? That repair bill you might want to put back. Okay, and then... I'm assuming something in Vitamin Square then? I must be missing something. The only other thing I can think of is going back to, oh, I was going to say go back to, the detention center, but apparently not.
Hey, bonjour. I've been waiting for your return. Mr. Armstrong? Ah, good timing.
Oh, good timing. I was hoping to find you here. We'd like to ask you a few questions. Well, he hasn't got it. Okay, no. Joey Wheeler. Yeah, Hugh. Bada bing. Well, he hasn't got anything to say to yous, fellas.
It's Zinniap.
Who are you calling Zinniap?
Ah!
Come out from under the table already, Maya. Okay, hand it over. What? Who's wanna play games with me? I don't recommend that. The medical papers, now. Uh-oh, I think he wants Viola Cadaverini's papers back. You mean this? The $1 million medical papers? Really? You're just gonna offer them up like that? Miss Cadaverini trusted you. That's why she said that she helped you. I forget about it. This girl's dumber than an eggplant. Yous wanna know what's sad? I tell yous what's sad. And it ain't only her face. She thinks she's got power 'cause she's little Bruto's girl. Now that's sad. I can't let you have these papers. Tomorrow in court, I'm going to expose what you did to get the 1 million you used to pay this off. You crazy or something? I don't care if you want to give it to me or not. There's 2 of us here. You got that? 2. Frenchman, do not let me down now.
Yeah, oui.
Mr. Armstrong?
Forgive me, that's all.
I mean, that means sad.
I cannot argue with him.
Damn, I guess I got punched out.
That really hurt.
Is that all you got? I'll be taking those papers now. Armstrong, get that lighter. Wait. Don't take it too hard, Phoenix Wright. That was so stupid. I shouldn't have let my guard down. Yeah, that was stupid. Those medical papers were vital evidence. Eh, hold it, pal. Oh, here comes Gumshoe. Quick, pull your gun out, Gumshoe. Kill them all. Detective Gumshoe? Detective? You think you're gonna stop me, copper? Beat it. Wah. Whoa. Come on, Gumshoe. Keep it together. You guys get out of here. Leave this guy to me. But, go, pal, and take this. You get hurt? Who's gonna look after Maggie, huh? Alright, thanks, Gumshoe.
Wait, Nick, don't leave me behind.
Damn, Gumshoe bailing us out. Did I actually get it back? I actually got it back, okay. Well, I'll get even with that guy in court. Or tomorrow, in court. And the lender is going down. And with that, I think that's all the time we've got for today. Still stretch. Oh, we shall save. And I would like to thank you guys for watching. So for people on Twitch, we're going to go over to play some, the start of some Half-Life 2. But for you guys on YouTube, Rumble, and BitChute, if you know, it's all stream live on Twitch. If you want to watch live, you can do. There should be a link in the description, of the video you're watching, to the Twitch channel, as well as any other platform you wish to watch me on. I'd like to thank you guys for, watching for one final time. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I do interact with the comments, and it helps me in the algorithm. So, without further ado, I'd like to thank you for watching, and bye-bye.